Alright, I'm gonna do a pretty famous southern dish. Red beans and rice. So what I'm gonna do is pour about a pound or so. Pound of red beans. That'd be about half this bag. And an oxygen absorber. Yeah, about that many right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and soak them for a little while. Now you don't have to soak them, but red beans as a southern tradition are done on Monday. Quite saturated with the water, absorb the water, and they'll plump up pretty well. So I'll be back to them in a little while. Okay, for red beans, it's the same old story, same chopped seasonings, and you know, you got your onions, celery, bell pepper. That's the trinity. I add, in addition to bell pepper, jalapeno pepper, and then garlic and green onions. So the trinity, the jalapeno pepper, garlic, and green onions. That's what I add. All right, I'm gonna do some sausages for the beans. I got this. This is some Hillshire Farm smoked sausage. I got this at one of our discount stores, a pack of 6, 1 3/4 pounds, and I got it for $1.99 a pack. So this is, and it smells pretty good. And this is some of my venison smoked sausage. That smells really good. That's gonna give a lot of flavor. So I only use a little bit of this and then this volume, because they're both good. So and this, you can't beat the price. I think I bought 14 packs of this for $1.99 a pack. That's all they had. I bought every one of them. All right, time to cut the sausage and then start sauteing the seasonings. Sausage cut. Okay, the way I cut this sausage, I cut my smoked sausage into little, like, coins, little thick, you know, sometimes not so thick, but you know, there you go, about 1/4 inch maybe. And then I cut these in half and cut them into half chunks. Mine's gonna break apart a little bit. Not too bad if I don't but I bashed this up pretty bad. Okay, so I use olive oil, so I'm just gonna pour some in the pot. Ooh, yeah, that's enough. Just enough to cover the bottom, basically. And then, hey, look, the beans. They've been soaking for about 2 hours almost. And they softening up. The skins are soft, they crinkly, they bigger, soaked up. Look at it, look at the volume compared to when I put them in there. So they really soaked up some of that water. So that's good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on about 4.5 hours. Get me out a good seasoning spoon. Take my seasonings, get it ready when that oil gets hot. Alright, this is definitely hot enough. Don't want the GoPro going in. Alright. Alright, we got this sausage sauteing in, you saw me put it in, and then I brown it. You cook it for a good long time. I mean like maybe 10 minutes. But you got to move it around because you don't want it to burn. But there's going to be some more oils come out of that sausage. And man, oh, Lord have mercy. If you could smell, oh, the blend of these two different kind of sausages with that marrying with that seasoning, chopped seasoning, and all. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Let me tell you, people. Oh, that's so good. I just had my cousin call me and tell me he had over 100 pounds of boudin sausage made with some venison he had set back. And, oh, I couldn't stand it. I told him, put me on a list. I'm gonna bring in a ton of meat. I'm gonna get me a bunch because I love me some boudin. Oh, I love boudin. If I could make it, I'm sure. But everything's just time and a process. How much time you have. And from what I understand, how much this is a pound with the deer meat you bring in, I couldn't beat that anywhere. So I'm gonna go get me some boudin made. Oh, I'm excited about that. Man, the smell in here is just unbelievable. Over the top. Alright, I'm gonna keep stirring that. Some stick to the bottom of the pot. And when that stick starts happening, that little stickiness, you gotta be good and get that off of there. But that's can't tell you, that's flavor. That sticky sticking, you're scraping off of there. The stickiness, man, that's the flavor of the dish right there. That's the flavor of the dish. That's the oil really concentrating down with the seasonings and stuff. And kind of on the spoon. Whoa. It gets real tacky. But you don't want to let that sit in one area for a while because then it'll burn. And you don't want it to burn. You have strong forearms to cook some of these dishes because it takes a lot of force and strength and stirring ability non-stop. Boy, that's getting good. See how that meat's looking? How that sausage is starting to look? It's plumping up, but it's also browning on it. I'm gonna keep them oils moving. I'm gonna go ahead and add the beans now. Come over here and get some more water. You just want to add water till you know you got about a good bit of water covering your beans, because now it's just all about boiling the beans. And I'm gonna add some spices later, but right now it's just about getting them beans covered. See that? Nice, huh? Now you kind of scrape the bottom one more time, well, a few more good times with the with the water in there, and then it'll really release it. There we go. Water in there. Alright, and basically from here on out it's adding water and cooking the water out, and boiling the beans and getting them softened up. Then later on I'm gonna bash them as I can, because when they soften up, but right now they're still hard. It's gonna take a while. Alright, I'll get back to y'all when it's boiling. Oh, I didn't want to turn that off. Turn the camera off. Okay, here we are back at the beans. They boiling pretty good there. So I'm gonna go ahead and give them a good stir. Get the heat dissipated throughout the pot. And at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. You just want to make sure you don't burn them, but you gotta go ahead and do them for a while. I'm gonna bring it down to about a 4. They'll boil, and it's just gonna be a long time. It might be 8 o'clock before they're ready, or it usually takes longer. Red beans is a long process, but boy, they are well worth it. All right, back in. There it is. Give it a good stir. Make sure nothing's sticking. It ain't. I always come and check the beans. They barely smashing. They're still hard, but you kind of get some of that in there to bash a few up. See that? See how I'm bashing them? That's what ultimately leads to the creamy style, and that's how I like it. Still a little early for bashing now. They need to soften up a little bit more, but that'll thicken the gravy up. So keep watching. It's coming. Still a lot of water. I don't really need to add anything right now. Alright, I came back in and stirred again. I went pick some blueberries and check some trees out. But, this is starting to thicken up a little bit, so I'm gonna have to add a little bit more water. It's still not as soft as I like to start bashing them, but you know, you can start. It just softens it up. Every time you come in, you bash a few more. That's what gives it that creaminess. That's how I achieve it. Bashing them up. Put a little bit more water right now. Dissipate that heat throughout there. Yeah, see, it's moving the pot and not bashing them up really that well. That's why you know they still. Okay. It's gonna come out good though, I can tell you that. Woo, I can't wait. Still need to add some spices though. And y'all know it's the usual suspects that's gonna get put in there. Alright, y'all. Let it come down boil and put the top on a little bit longer. Alright, back at the beans. Here. A little stir. I tried filming it, I took the top off, I had to redo that. The magic of editing. Oh yeah, they softening up a little bit. Yeah. They're starting to get to where they bash a little bit easier. Okay. Here we go. Keep doing that. I got a lot of sausage in there. But yeah, those beans are starting to smush on the side real nice. Oh yeah. This is how you do it, people. This is how you make beans taste beyond next level beans. They good if you just cook them and put them in chilies and stuff like this, but this is next level. If you put them in a stew and boil them and add them to whatever you do, and they're always fine. They add a little good carbohydrate and protein source. But if you want to eat them gourmet style, what does this song? Gourmet style. Anyway, no, that's not it. Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking real good. Alright, y'all. Back in a little bit. Alright, here we go. Again. Woo! Look at that. Looking good. Oh, yeah. Oh, those beans are soft now. Uh-huh. Easily bashing. Oh yeah, I could tell by the way they looked. Alright, getting close. Now you can also bash them by just doing that with the spoon. I know I'm getting them, but I tend to have more satisfaction of doing that. Oh, look how easy they smash them now. Now it's thickening up a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit more water. And at this point, we'll go ahead and start adding seasonings. Okay. What I'm going to do is go ahead and get the seasonings out. Of course, a little granulated onion can start us out. A little bit of that in there. Rubbed sage. Got that from Spices Inc. Spices Incorporated. Good place to order spices from. I love them. I order what I can from them. They have all the great bulk, cheap prices, good stuff. I know people are gonna, I always say people are gonna give me a little heck, you know, if you don't want it, don't add it. I just put a little bit in there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I need some black pepper. Little sea salt, just a little bit, not much. You don't need to really over salt anything. People can always add salt and pepper later. Granulated garlic, I love that. I'm gonna start trying to make my own. Ground yellow mustard, I like to add that to as a seasoning. It's pretty good. I like the flavor of it in my food. it don't come out of these shakers. I bought these shakers on Amazon. They don't come out fast, but that's okay. You don't really need a whole heck of a lot of it. We'll put a little bit of chipotle in there. Not much. There you go. Red beans are robust, so you can put a few stronger flavors and maybe even just a tiny bit of oregano. Just a tiny bit, not much. You don't want that flavor in there too much, but just a little bit. All right, now let's mix them up. Get some spices moving throughout there. Nice, nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's different now. See how that's thickening up when I'm cooking. Now you can use Tabasco or Crystal, but I don't know, for some reason Louisiana tastes good to me and I like it. A little bit of this. Jalapeno pepper. Put a little bit of that in there. I don't have any cayenne. The cayenne is right here. That's powdered jalapeno pepper on top I'm gonna make. But that's the cayenne peppers. I gotta make that. I gotta grind them still. So that's coming later. But that's jalapeno peppers. I'm gonna grind them up in a bit. But there we go. So, woo-wee. Red beans. Red beans done right. Gonna be good, y'all. Still need to bash up a lot of those beans. Make it creamy. I like some of the beans to stay whole. They will. You ain't gonna ever bash all of them, I can promise you that. I don't know, some crazy person might sit there all night and bash every one of them, but I don't. I just get a whole bunch of them and make it creamy. Oh, if y'all could smell it. Unbelievable. Whoo-wee. That smell is good. Oh my goodness. The spices are really starting to take over and marry with the flavors of everything else in there. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, I think everybody likes a good creamy red beans and rice. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit more water because it's thickening up so much now. A little bit less than a pint of water. Alright. Whoo-wee. It's going to be good. Now y'all, any self-respecting Southern Cajun whatever would tell you, you got to know how to cook rice on a stove, and I certainly do, but this is so much easier, and I got this process down pat. So I'm gonna do one and a little less than one of rice. I bring this over to the sink. I'm gonna put some water in there. I like to shake it up. And then I'll just pour it out. Get most of it out. Just do it again. Shake it up. Pour it out. This guy that watches my channel, Mac, he's a rice farmer. This is basmati rice, Mac. I think this comes from India, but I'm not sure. I don't know where all the rices come from. I don't know where jasmine rice comes from. I don't know where long grain, straight white rice comes from. but this is basmati rice, and that's my favorite rice, basmati. I'm lost a little bit. And as much as I see how much work goes into what they do to get rice, it hurts me to just have that half a teaspoon of rice fall out. We used to just make a batch of rice, and who cares how much you made? But I'm starting to have an appreciation for how much people go through. So that was a cup and a half of rice that I put in there, but I filled it up to the 3-cup line, and that's how I do it. I put a little bit extra water. I like it like that because it softens the rice up to me, and that's just the way I do it. So I take a little olive oil, and I just pour a dollop in there. See? You see it floating on top? That's it. Now you can use butter if you want to, or you can use vegetable oil, or you can use canola oil, but I like olive oil. And then the other thing I use is some salt. You don't want to use much, but it just raises the boiling temperature, the boiling point, and that's it. Just a little bit, just a tiny bit. That's all you want to use. Put the top on, and done. Rice will be done in a half hour. All right, y'all. Back over here again at the red beans. I'm gonna do a little stirring. Now I think I'm gonna back off on the heat now. Bring it down. Just let it simmer. It's cooked, fully cooked. It's fully cooked now, but we're just gonna let it thicken up. A little bit thicker than this. A little bit thicker than you want. The gravy you want a little thicker than this. I can tell you that. That's all. That's how I am. Alright, y'all. I think y'all seen enough of me bashing beans. I'm gonna go ahead and do this for a little bit longer, and then I'll get back. Alright, y'all. I took it off. Boy, it came close to sticking at the end there. I put it way down, and I went and walked outside. I was talking to my wife on the phone. She's on her way home, and I came back in. It was kind of sticking to the bottom. It's not burned or anything, so it's good. It's actually perfect. It's looking all good. But I put me some aside here to cool. I'm gonna go ahead and give it the old sniffer and taste test. Okay. Good. Smells good. Let's see how the taste is. Let's see how the taste of that is. That's just. I'm gonna cool it down a little bit more. I don't want to burn my mouth. Oh man. Ah. Oh, if that ain't the best one I ever did, I don't know, y'all. I think that's it. I think that's the best one. Oh. I don't think I'm gonna be able to slow down on that. A little deer sausage. Just look at it, creamy. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh y'all. Oh God. Oh my God. Thank you, Jesus, for this great meal. Yeah, just gotta shout it out, you know. And when I say oh my God, I'm talking about oh my God, thank you. It's not blasphemy, it's not any of that, it's oh, thank you. This is good. Oh man. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna pass out. Someone better call 911. I ain't gonna be on the floor. You know what I'm gonna do? I ain't never done this before. It's spicy and it's good, but I'm gonna put just a little hit of Melinda. I'll let my girl Melinda here. Yeah. Says it's the hot one, but it's just as hot as the other one. Okay. Here we go, y'all. Oh, here we go. Oh my God. My wife better hurry up and get home. I'm gonna dump that down the gullet. Oh my God. Y'all. Oh man. That's the best red beans you ever tasted in your life. I'm gonna put that on top of some rice. And man, that's slamming, y'all. I hope y'all don't misunderstand me. And I'm not in love with myself with cooking, but I just like good food. And if you follow the steps that I did, and you do this, I promise you'll be happy. I promise you'll be the hit of your house that night, or wherever you at. That is the best red beans I've ever eaten in my life, right there, tonight. June 6, 2021 is the best red beans I ever had in my life. I'm gonna pop open a bottle of wine, and me and my wife are gonna have that with this red beans tonight. Let's see. We got the good stuff. Oh yeah. Here we go. This is a good one right here. This is the best one. Oh yeah. Good Pinot Noir for tonight. And some good red beans. Alright y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.